Welcome to the crash course. Today we are going to discuss about certain concepts. So in that, the first one is regarding atomic mass. As you know, atom is the smallest particle of an element that takes part in the chemical reaction. And today we are discussing about the mass of that atom. As you know, the atomic mass of the different elements, we know that the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1, the atomic mass of oxygen is 16. Okay, like this we know the atomic mass of the different elements. Then how that atomic mass is calculated? See here, there is a formula: mass of one atom of the element divided by 1/12 mass of the one atom of the carbon-12 isotope. Okay, so here the carbon-12 isotope is used as a standard reference. Why the carbon-12 isotope is used as a standard reference, even though there are certain other elements, but this only used because it is available in the pure form, and it is also relatively it is available in the pure form, and also it is more stable. It is more stable and available in the pure form. That's why we need to calculate the atomic mass of any element, means we need to compare that. There is some standard must be there. That standard reference is used here is carbon-12 isotope. Okay, why they have chosen the carbon-12 isotope? Because relatively it is more available in the pure form as compared with the other, and even it is more stable as compared with the others. So the atomic mass is equals to mass of one atom of the element to the 1/12 mass of the one atom of the carbon-12 isotope. Okay, and then all those whatever we are mentioning here, the atomic mass of this hydrogen is 1, atomic mass of oxygen is 16, atomic mass of the nitrogen is 14, like this, all these are calculated by using this formula. Okay, and now the average atomic mass, when the average atomic mass is taken, suppose the elements are available in the isotopic form. The elements are available in the isotopic form. During that we are going to calculate the average atomic mass. So the average atomic mass formula is sigma of isotopic molar mass into percentage of abundancy divided by 100. Okay, let us take one example for the average atomic mass. See here, the chlorine is available in the 2 isotopic form. Chlorine is available in the 2 isotopic form. One is 35 Cl, one more is 37 Cl. Okay, and then abundancy means how much it is available. How much it is available. The 35 chlorine is available at around 75.5%, and the 37 chlorine is available at around 24.5%. So now I want to take the average atomic mass of these two. How to take the average atomic mass? There is a formula: sigma of isotopic molar mass into percentage of abundancy divided by 100. So see here, the average atomic mass. First I will take 35 chlorine. See, this is the molar mass into molar mass. Okay, into percentage of abundancy. How much it is available? 75.5, and divided by 100 as it is taken as sigma. 2 isotopes are there, plus one more isotope is 37 chlorine. So I will take here 37 into how much abundancy? 24.5% is it is available, divided by 100. If you go on calculating this, here you are going to get 35.5 is the atomic mass of the chlorine. Okay, and the atomic mass is expressed in terms of AMU or U. U means unified mass, and AMU. What is AMU? That I will explain here. I hope so you understood. Atomic mass means the mass of the one atom of the element divided by 1/12 mass of the one atom of the carbon-12 isotope. Okay, carbon-12 isotope is taken as a standard reference because it is available in the pure form, it is more stable, because of that carbon 12 is used as a standard reference, and these all are calculated for the different elements. So we know that the atomic mass of nitrogen has 14, the atomic mass of hydrogen has 1, atomic mass of the oxygen has 16, like this. Suppose I need to calculate the average atomic mass when the element is available in the isotopic form. So during that we are going to use the formula sigma isotopic molar mass into percentage abundancy divided by 100. And here one example of chlorine, 35 chlorine is available 75.5%, 37 is available in the 24.5%. Then we have to make average, means we have to calculate both. So 35 mass, that is molar mass, into percentage of abundancy, how much it is available? 75.5 divided by 100 as it is. And here 37 into 24.5 divided by 100, if you calculate, the average atomic mass of the chlorine is available at around 35.5 AMU. So now let us go for the AMU. AMU expansion is atomic mass unit. So the atomic mass is expressed in terms of certain units. So that atomic mass is expressed itself in terms of AMU. So what is the definition of the AMU? The quantity 1/12 mass of the an atom of the nuclide 12, that is carbon isotope, is known as 1 AMU. So definition itself says that the quantity of 1/12 mass of an atom of the carbon 12 isotope. In the carbon 12 isotope, 1 atom mass, and it is divided by 12 times. That quantity is nothing but AMU. So you need to remember the value of 1 AMU. 1 AMU, how it is calculated? It is equals to mass of carbon 12 atom divided by 12. So if you go on calculating, the value of the 1 AMU is available at around 1.66 into 10 to the power minus 24 gram. If you consider that in terms of kg, it will be 10 to the power minus 27 is available. So this is how we can tell the value of 1 AMU. Okay. As we consider the atomic mass, now we will move for the molecular mass. Okay. Similar like this only formula. The mass of the one molecule of the substance, molecule we are taking. Molecular mass means we have to take the molecule divided by 1/12 mass of the one atom of the carbon 12. Okay. Similar to the atomic mass, only the change is instead of taking atom, you are taking the molecule, because we are finding molecular mass, and that is of a substance. So how to calculate the molecular mass for the different compounds? See here, I want to calculate the molecular mass of the water. Simple it is. Add the atomic mass of the elements which are present in it. Add the atomic mass of the elements which are present in it. See here, how many hydrogens are there? 2. Okay. Into atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. Plus how many oxygens are? Only 1. And what is the value of the atomic mass of oxygen? Here it will come at around 18 U. Okay, this is how we are going to find out the molecular mass. Let us take one more example. Here how many hydrogens are there? 2. Okay, what is the value of the atomic mass of the hydrogen? 1. Plus sulfur, only 1 is there, I will directly take 32, which is the atomic mass of the sulfur, plus how many? H2SO4 it is, 4 into 16. Okay, so if you calculate, it will be at around 98 U. It will be around 98 U. Okay, so this is how we can able to find out the molecular mass. Now, there is a few more terms, gram atomic mass and gram molecular mass. Very simple. Gram atomic mass means the atomic mass is expressed in terms of gram. Suppose the atomic mass here, the atomic mass of hydrogen is 1. If I wrote this as gram, that is the gram atomic mass of hydrogen. So if the atomic mass is expressed in terms of gram, means that is called as gram atomic mass. Okay, next, gram molecular mass. Same. If the molecular mass is expressed in terms of gram, it means that will be a gram molecular mass. Okay, so this is how we can define these two terms. One is gram atomic mass, one more is gram molecular mass. And next one, let us go for the formula mass. The formula mass is as like molecular mass only, but it is applicable to the ionic compounds. In case of ionic compounds, the molecular formula does not represent the elements in it. It represents the ions in it. It represents the ions in it. So, take the example of NaCl. NaCl is a ionic compound. Okay, it is formed by the two ions, that is Na plus and Cl minus. If I need to calculate the formula mass, just go for the addition of the atomic masses of these two. So you are going to get the atomic mass 23 plus 35.5. Okay, so if I calculate this, it is at around 58.5 U. So this is how we can calculate the formula mass. Okay, in our next session we are going to discuss few more terms. Thank you. So let us go for the few more concept. Here, mole concept. 1 mole is defined as, 1 mole of the any substance is defined as the amount of the substance that contains same number of the particles. The amount of the substance that contains same number of the particles. Same number of the particles in which element? In 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope. It means the 12 gram of the isotope, carbon isotope, how many number of the particles that are present in that, that is equals to the amount of the substance. So the 1 mole is defined as the amount of the substance that contains same number of the particles. Same number of the particles may be atom or molecule or ion, as there are exactly 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope contains. It means 12 gram of the carbon 12 isotope, how many number of particles it contains, that is same as this substance contains the particles. So this is how we can define the 1 mole of the substance. So here 1 mole of the any substance, 1 mole of the any substance, it means 1 mole of atoms or 1 mole of the molecule always contains how many particles? Avogadro number. Avogadro number of the particles. I will tell you what is the meaning of Avogadro number. Okay, so keep in mind that 1 mole of the atoms contains Avogadro number of atoms, and 1 mole of the molecules also contains Avogadro number of molecules. Okay, it means the Avogadro number of atoms which are present in 1 gram, if the atomic mass is expressed in gram, means gram atomic mass, the 1 gram atomic mass also contains the Avogadro number of atoms. Okay, if I am applying this concept to molecule, what is the term used? Gram molecular mass. 1 gram molecular mass always contains Avogadro number of molecules. So 1 mole of any substance always contains Avogadro number of atoms, and that 1 mole of any substance, that may be in terms of atoms, that may be in terms of molecule, that may be expressed in terms of gram atomic mass or gram molecular mass. If they have mentioned 1 mole, means you have to take the Avogadro number. So here Avogadro number definition, Avogadro number, it is defined as number of particles present in 1 mole of the substance. Avogadro number means number of moles, number of the particles which are present in 1 mole of the substance. Suppose if I took 1 mole of any substance, how many number of particles that is containing, that is the Avogadro number, and the value of the Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. The value of the Avogadro number, keep in mind that 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. So what is the Avogadro number? Avogadro number is defined as number of the particles which are present in 1 mole of the substance. And I said you 1 mole of any substance contains the Avogadro number of the particles. So for example, 1 mole of the chlorine, how many atoms it contains? It contains Avogadro number of atoms. As we are telling, 1 mole. And suppose 1 mole of the water molecule, 1 mole of the water molecule, how many molecules it contains? Avogadro number of the molecules it contains. So 1 mole of any substance contains the Avogadro number of the particles, and we are defined here what is the meaning of Avogadro number, and also the mole concept is discussed. And here next one more term is molar volume. Molar volume. Volume term is used for the gaseous state. So here what is the definition of the molar volume? Volume occupied by the 1 mole of the gas. Volume occupied by the any 1 mole of the gas is equals to 22.4 dm cube at STP. So if they asked what is the volume of the gas, 1 mole of any gas, 1 mole of any gas that occupies the volume at around 22.4 dm cube. So we can say that the molar volume value is 22.4 dm cube. Volume is occupied by the 1 mole of the gas at standard temperature and pressure. So this is how we can explain all the terms. Okay, in the previous we are discussed about the whatever the like formula mass, molecular mass, atomic mass and average atomic mass, and here we discussed about the mole concept and then Avogadro number, and keep in mind that the value of the Avogadro number Na is equals to 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, and 1 mole of the any substance that is having the Avogadro number of particles. If it is atom, you can take it as an atom. If it is molecule, you can take the term molecule. And then molar volume means the volume occupied by 1 mole of the gas, which is equals to 22.4 dm cube at STP. Okay, so all these are the terms which are very important. So while solving the problems, all will going to help you a lot. That's why we explained all the terms properly. I hope so all of you got the points. We will continue the further concept in our next session.